3,220 sales per month. That is ridiculous. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video on this channel. My name is Rory and I'm going to be your host for today's video. And well, I'm sure you guys have seen the title, and today we're going to be talking about why you should be creating activity books in 2021. Now, if you're familiar with activity books at all, you'll know 2020 was a huge year for activity books. They were massively popular and made so many sales. But in today's video, we're going to go over why you should be creating these in 2021 as well. And I'll leave timestamps to each different part in this video. But if I was you, I would stick around for every single second, because there is some very key gems hidden in this video and very important information I have for you guys. So we're going to go over a couple of keyword phrases you can use for 3 different activity book niches, and well, we're not going to waste any more time and let's jump into it. So the first one we're looking at is maze books, and well, as you can see, we have this phrase here, maze books for kids 8 to 10, and actually a trend you'll see with all these different niches is, well, they have this trend of for kids and then a certain age group, because obviously that is very popular, yet there's not many books using this keyword target very often. So make sure you have that in mind, because these are always very popular when you've added an age group that it should target. And as you can see, 1,000 results, so meets our first criteria. And well, you can see the first couple of books, 4,290, 2,350, 19,279. We've even got one down here, 1,865. And if we have a look at this book, if we want to get an idea of what sort of interior we should be creating to get a bestsellers rank of 1,865, well, let's take a look inside. So if we click inside, have a little scroll through, and well, you can see the back cover. They're quite interesting designs, but if you've got the mindset, the creativity to create things like this, turning animals, shapes, that sort of thing into mazes, well, this could be the perfect niche for you if you love that sort of thing. And you can see, well, they are very simple. All he's done is taken a graphic, added a couple of lines, and turned it into a maze. And well, that one had a BSR of 1,865. So if we type that in, 1,865, 1,400 sales per month. So we can say that this author will be getting a decent income with just this singular book. And if we want to get other ideas for different sort of maze books, let's have a look at this one. So it's a fun and challenging maze for kids 8 to 12. So they've targeted that age group, and it's even priced at a slightly higher price at $7.95. We have a look inside this one. Well, you can see, again, simple mazes, and then added a cool graphic on the outside to have like a theme. And that's the main thing you'll see with a lot of these niches, having a theme you can target, and a way you can target different niches. So if you can target like a castle maze niche, which could be popular, animal maze niche, which I know is popular, all those sorts of things, well, it means you can target all different categories, meaning, well, there's more chance of you gaining sales. And then once you get into those categories, you can then get into the broader ones. So that's the first one, maze books for kids 8 to 10. Make sure you have a little notepad and write this down, because, well, you may find this very interesting. And I did this talking about my tool, just going through Amazon with the Amazon suggestion bar, and I'll leave a video how I do my keyword research using the Amazon suggestion bar. And well, let's move on to the second one. And the second one we have is a dot books for kids ages 8 to 12. As you can see, once again, another trend in the fact that we've added that age group. And again, 1,000 results. This is a keyword phrase with 1,000 results. So the competition with this keyword phrase, if we're using it in our title or a subtitle, for example, the competition won't be as much. And we can have a scroll down through some other ones. And we've got this one here, dot books for kids. Well, it says here for kids ages 4 to 8, and then they've listed all the other ages, which I don't recommend too much, because they've sort of like just spammed the subtitle. But obviously it's not done too bad if it's 1,781 in books. And if we have a look inside this sort of thing, we can see simple graphics. All they've done, taken some graphics from a website or created them themselves, but these are really simple to create. Doesn't take much to create these sorts of graphics. and then added a dot-to-dot theme with it. As you can see here, very, very simple. We can have a look through all of them, and they've all got just simple graphics with a few lines taken out and added some dots. And stick around because I'll tell you guys how you can create interiors like this, or where you can buy interiors like this one. So this has a BSR of 1,795, and well, that is very, very good, obviously. However, Christmas has just happened, and well, if we have a look down here, if we have a look at the sales ranked, it's reached a sales rank of 576, which was 14th of December. So this was obviously perfect for gifts. So 576, if we type that in, 576, wow, 3,220 sales per month. That is ridiculous. That's looking at 5,000 sales per month with that singular book. So that is a thing you have got to take into account, thinking about, well, why is I'm not getting as many sales as I had before Christmas. That is because people, they won't be looking on Amazon as much at the moment, but give it a month or so and they'll be back straight on buying these sorts of books. So 3,220 sales per month, that's a lot of sales. And as you can see, there is many books around here. We've got a unicorn themed activity book here, many animal themed ones. It looks like there's a lot of animal themed ones, so that's telling me there's a trend with animal themed dot-to-dot books. Well, they look very popular, and well, that is the dot-to-dot book niche. So make sure you write that phrase down, dot-to-dot books for kids ages 8 to 12. And let's look at the final activity book, which I would recommend creating for 2021. And that is word search books. And the phrase we are picking for this one is word search book for kids 9 to 12. There is 1,000 results once again. And as you can see, we can already see this massive bestsellers badge, which is already eye-catching for anyone searching through Amazon. As you can see, 4,887 in books, and we can have a look selling at $9 as well. Have a look inside. I'm sure you guys know what a word search is, and oh my god, look how simple this is. And you saw the bestsellers rank for it. This will be making so much money, and these are very simple to create if you're creating them yourselves or you're using a simple software that can do it. And well, we can have a look how much this made during that Christmas period, and we're looking at 2,000 bestsellers rank, reaching at lowest 2,056, which again is a lot of sales per month. We can get another example for a word search book. So if we've got any others here, well, as you can see, a lot of them are selling very well. We've got a word search for kids ages 6 to 8, and as you can see, again, simple. They've added a couple of vectors here, which is slightly different to the other one, but again, very simple. It doesn't take much skill to be able to create these sorts of interiors. You don't have to have any artistic skill, which you may have to have with like colouring books and that sort of thing, for example. So you've heard me ramble on about 3 different activity books, which I think will sell, and some keyword phrases that you can use. But let's talk about the important thing, why I think activity books will sell and make a lot of money in 2021. Well, let's start with the obvious thing. Activity books are never going to become unpopular. They never have been unpopular. They've always been something that kids and adults as well, I'm not missing out adults, older people, they've always loved doing activity books, word searches, dot-to-dots, Sudoku, that sort of thing. They've always loved those sorts of books, and people will always be buying them. So you don't have to worry about it suddenly becoming completely unpopular and nobody making any sales. But let's talk about why I think it will increase more than normal. So, as you guys know, we've had this thing called COVID around this year, and that will be one of the main reasons why the books for the whole of 2020, they made a lot of money. However, as you can see, in 2021, it's not looking like it's going away anytime soon, and it's actually looking like it will increase even more, and we're looking at going into another lockdown as we are in the UK here. So my thinking behind this is, well, more people, they're going to be locked inside. And what do people like to do when they're locked inside? Well, they can't go to shops, they can't go and buy their activity books or do any shopping at outside shops. What they'll be doing is they'll be browsing through online shopping, and one of those biggest online shopping markets is Amazon. So if there's more people scrolling through Amazon, Well, it means there's more chance they'll come across your book, whether it be as a gift for someone or whether it be to entertain themselves or entertain their kids, because their kids aren't at school and they don't want them in their face all the time. They want to give their kids something to do. And well, honestly, I believe with maybe a little bit of advertising, I know, well, you guys are going to say, no, it's so hard to be getting into this at the beginning. There's so much competition. But I think with a bit of advertising, with a few Amazon ads on, putting a bit of Amazon ads on, investing that money if you're creating a high quality book and you're certain it can make sales, maybe putting some ads on to get it out to people. After you get those couple of sales, maybe taking the ads off or whatever you want to do with it. But after you get those couple of sales, it means that Amazon will recognize it's making sales, can push up its ranking, and you may even get lucky. You may even get a review on your book, which means huge chances that its popularity will increase, its placing in each page will increase. It's given more exposure to people on Amazon, scrolling through Amazon to make sales. So yeah, that is the big reason why I think these activity books will increase and make a lot of sales in 2021. And well, all I can say is that you're getting in there early. The earlier, the better, really. Getting in the beginning of the year, this could be a New Year's resolution to create an activity book. I would say focusing on these kind of activity books, if you don't want to go for the more no content, you want to go for more low content with these sorts of activity books, spending valuable time doing keyword research, spending time on the interior, cover, and then spending a bit of money on the ads. Well, I really feel like it could pay off for any of you guys that want to do this sort of thing. And well, let's talk about interiors. Where can you get some interiors from? And obviously, I'm not going to go through Creative Fabrica like I have done in most of my videos, because I'm sure you guys know how Creative Fabrica works. But literally just searching up in Creative Fabrica Maze Book Interiors, it's a very, very simple way to buy some nice interiors, high quality interiors that you can use in your books. And obviously I'll leave the link to Creative Fabrica in the description below, like I always do. And if you want to create it for free, if you want to create these interiors completely for free, well, I have a few videos talking about how you can create them, and I'll leave the links to all of them up above. And I give more in-depth niche research as well, if that is something you're interested in doing. I give more in-depth niche research on all these different niches. So make sure you click the link above if you're interested in checking out each of these 3 different niches to make books, make some sales, and make some money. So that is it for this video. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and all I can say is make sure you get out and create. I'll see you guys all in the next one, and goodbye.